Hi and welcome along. At the moment is the monthly Super Blitz Arena being played on Lichess. I started it 2 hours late, or near enough to 2 hours late, of this 3-hour 30-minute tournament. I played 10 games and I've chickened out. So I'm just going to show you some of these games because of course they're going to be weaker games when I start that late. So that's probably why I chickened out of this 3-minute Blitz tournament. So I'm going to show you the way that some players play in trying to sort of break the principles of opening play. So how that can be a disadvantage. So this is the game I'm selecting for you. There is the final position. So I got 10 out of 10, but my performance rating is not very high, and I got 235th for playing those 10 games. So, and I'm going to go down from there, 235th, as I was a bit higher up before when I stopped playing. So here we go. Let's have a look at round 10 for me, but not for the tournament, because if we just have a look at the actual person at the top, Grandmaster Alexa, and so you'll find that he's winning a lot of these tournaments. Just fantastic. Sergey, he's number 2 and second, Grandmaster Sergey, and he is fantastic to watch. He's very, very good at very good at Super Bullet, or something like that, whatever it's called. So here's round 10. So we have just my normal moves, so I won't go on about them too much. So already, black is playing a move that my friend up the hill plays his bishop in front of the pawn. It's not terrible, but it just creates problems for black's development of this bishop here, okay? But it's not entirely a bad move, but I don't think it's a good move. It's somewhere dubious. It's somewhere around there. So I just continue on, and here comes Queen e7, Bishop e2. Castle, good. Castle, good. Rook e8, fair enough. Attacking my bishop on e2 twice. So I defend it with a move into black's camp with knight e5. Now, bishop e5 would be okay. It's all right. And d6 or something after that. Maybe black will win my bishop on e2 if I capture on d6. But here, black played knight d5. So what's the sort of move you're wanting to play here? It's a bit naughty. Maybe I'm copying my opponents, because it's a wee bit naughty what I play here now, as I play, of course, bishop c4. Now the knight cannot dribble away, as bishop takes f7 is quite reasonable for white. I think I'm quite happy there, if that's the right word, happy. Here came c6, so black opts for this. So here, I just develop my queen to f3, which is, I'm just threatening this, you see. So now, if we do the count, we'll go 1, the count is this, castling, queen out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And if we count black, which black's always a move behind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's black's move now, but black has to make a move that, because black's worried about this knight on d5. So plays bishop e5. So, and after this, if we count again, okay, Now we count 2, 4, 5 for the king castling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. But now the knight on d5 is attacked twice and black plays b5. Well, this won't do. Bishop d5, cd5, queen d5. I was watching my opponent from the other day, the Candidate Master 2791 player, and I didn't realise, but it's all relative, but I didn't realise that he actually did go berserk mode in 2 minute and 1 second increment, which means he ends up with basically 1 minute. So I didn't realise that. So I must apologise, because I think I might have said he played, it was just completely equal and all that stuff for time, but it wasn't. Knight c6, but I won. Bishop g5. Now this is, of course, if queen g5, what do I have in mind? Is it very simply just queen f7 check, of course, because the queen's not defending the f7 point, and then the nicer queen f8 check, rook f8, rook f8 checkmate, rook takes rook f8 checkmate. So queen f8. So now I just play c3. I could play just knight to d2, because it's not like black is attacking d4, although my queen's defending it, so I played c3. Probably a bit lame. Here comes a6. So see what happens when your opponent plays moves like bishop d6 in the opening. It just causes some tangle in their position. Knight d2, rook e6, excuse me, knight e4, bishop e7. Now, what is your sort of move now? And you can see it, of course, so there's no point in having exercises. I could go knight c5, a bit materialistic, but I went knight d6, and here now the rook is looking at this pawn here on f7. So, and now if I just hang around now, if I just hang around and just play kind of king moves and rook moves up and all that sort of stuff, my advantage in the opening will be relinquished, will disappear, vanish. It'll be no more. I don't even want to say it. But now black's played this bishop out to here and back here again, and bishop here, and bishop takes e5. So they're all sort of moves that I've responded to or reacted to with fe5, or now I've got a knight on d6, see? And this is, of course, protecting rook f7 capture. So that's what I play, rook f7, rook d6. So this is neither here nor there, because rook f8 is check with the rook and the queen on d5. So this is a wee bit sad. So king f8 and rook f1, just about any move without going into detail, because any move doesn't necessarily win, because I could lose this if I wanted to, purposely lose my queen and everything else like that, and not play rook f1 check. But that's not what we're doing. Okay, so I just want to show you the game with, I think, Ukraine. Yes. Here is Ukraine opponent. Round 9. 3 minute chess. No berserk. So the tournament is still going, as I'll show if you like. So a little bit different, because I'm being naughty. You know, I'm not going to say I'm not being naughty here. if that's the right word, which it isn't. It's just this is the way I'm playing. And this is in white's face, being like a wasp. And so bishop f6, f3, and knight d6. I've been here, done that. f4, g4, h3. And now I play gh3, probably a naughty again, queen h5. So what would you play now? Is I play, and I hope there is resolution in the Eastern Europe part of the world. That's what I hope for. I hope for a resolution, because at the end of the day, I won't talk too much about politics. I played hg2, and here knight g6 is no good really, because I'm just going to play king here, and I threaten pawn takes rook, queen check, and then hg6. And if knight f8 after king g7, after knight g6, king g7, and knight f8, then pawn takes rook first, and then queen takes f8. So here's rook f3. So my opponent is going all out in the opening. No, because they're actually out of the opening. So I'm still in it. So rook f3, not bishop e5. I'm using one of my pieces that I've developed and moved at least twice. Now it's moved at least 3 times. Fe5, knight e4. Because I've calculated that I can possibly get away with this. Rook h3, queen e7. Quite fiery though, isn't it? White's plays quite fiery. It's got some sort of like, it's got a bit of Lucifer in it, hasn't it? Knight e4, fe4, bishop e2. So I just lift the rook on h3, queen h3, bishop, queen g5. This might threaten something. I hope you can see it. Bishop g4, and here it is, the move that I kind of threaten is rook f3, as I can now give up the exchange back to white, and etc. Bishop f3, queen e3, check, which threatens, of course, queen c1. My opponent plays king h1, king h2. King h1's impossible. Queen c1, queen g2, and then what would you play now? You could look at the score. You can go just about anything. Probably a lot of people will go ef3, but I went queen h6 check. And that is where I will leave this, and I hope you enjoyed this today. I have been around the most beautifulest part of, or almost the most beautifulest part of the country of New Zealand. Probably the most beautiful scenery in the whole world is Central Otago, Queenstown, Wanaka, Cromwell, Arrowtown. They are everywhere you look. Doesn't matter, even if it's just down someone's street, is a photo, is a postcard picture. It's just extraordinarily beautiful. It's just beautiful. Thank you very much. Bye for now, and stay safe, and thank you very much for watching.